Oh. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately oh goodness.
Yep.
The most desperately awful group of people ever. Again, I'm sure that they're up there. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed.
It's...
But right now,
Anyway,
we need to get out of this horrible place. It's stinky. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. I'm hungry.
How do we get out of here?
How on earth
How
will we
can we do
ever escape, though? Rattle, rattle. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door.
Kyoko, can you open the door for me?
Kyoko, give me the key. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
indeed.
Of course I do.
So I got
It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. Go to the basement, Kyoko.
Go to the...
So we have the key, and it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
What she said. And we should be able to use it on that door, right? Can we use
So
it on
please
that
use it
door?
on that-
Hey Kyoko, can we use that key? We can use that key of yours to open this door, right? Come on. Let's find out. This key has Monokuma. We put it in the keyhole. It opens.
Uh-huh.
It opens any door in the school. That's crazy. And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape. Get away from the garbage. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. How are we gonna hide? Look at us! Squad! Wait, why is Kyoko leaning on me like a...
You... I do not know.
What was the name of this chapter? Ultimate...
Oh, I didn't see. I don't know.
It was a bunch of ultimates. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Oh no. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. I climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me, much less Kyoko. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey,
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
You'll die.
You'll die. I won't. I mean, he did survive
already
being
fell
thrown
farther.
down
Yeah.
this way. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. Oh, look at this. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
so...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family's creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, was looking up, before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. Oh.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go that far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. Doubt.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You wouldn't have had so much to talk about. Makoto, I need you to think about this for a second. I've just revealed that my father is the headmaster of this school. I want you to think about the implications.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There's something I want to say to him, though. But I don't know. Well, no, I'm sure I could say it. Mondo said fuck. I could probably get away with it.
Yeah.
What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. He's a fucking coward. What is it?
so...
I want to sever all ties with him.
Oh,
But that's your family. But
your buns!
your papa! The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
However,
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could really tell was that compared to her usual self, she was much more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's why anyone in my position might say it, right? But that's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
so...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of the family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family! To just cut ties? To just cut him out like that?
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. Okay. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. Probably the smart move. Yeah, let her work it out. Also, the fact that, we have to remember that this guy is the headmaster of the school might be involved in shenanigans. Yeah. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Here we are. A slightly different image.
Yeah.
Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch in the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain this is where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Ah, cool.
Wow.
Looks like we're back. Or that was Makoto, so it should have been. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back at Hope's Peak Academy. Hooray!
Good old Hope's Peak Academy.
Home sweet home. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Also, am I gonna get in trouble for not being dead? So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then.
Stupid. Shouldn't be. Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words.
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However.
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. When she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. Yeah. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? What does that mean? You said something like that before. What does that mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation in Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. Still a little... I don't know, I'm super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Let's go.
Here we
Map.
go. Funny map.
I'm in the map, I'm in the map, I'm in the map. Where's the rest of my friends? They wouldn't come see me? How dare they? Go to the gym. They're probably all like, oh man, sucks that our friend is dead. Oh well.
Oh well.
Well now.
Hey, 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 hey!
That's-
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again! And this time I won't leave anything to chance!
Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However.
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
I lose?
Oh? He needs a sippy.
Sorry? I didn't get to speak during the whole intro. So
No, it's
now
okay.
And I just have to jump straight into Monokuma.
Yeah.
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because.
Well, you set up the last class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words.
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
However.
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after. Let me take that one again. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Murako. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would have surely been a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try and bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can't say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square,
that's what we have to
then
do.
I suggest you take my advice.
So what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Murako's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
Hey,
I think she was saying that line, but that's fine.
Do what?
I think she said that line, but you talked over her, so it's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? Fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
I accept your challenge! Without another word! Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little, so time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victories?
Ah,
I can barely contain
Let's have one final grisly showdown.
he agreed! And made a bunch of dumb puns.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries?
That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well good, then let's bear it all! If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win! But if you can't do all that,
We'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement! When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how all this turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that. For sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that that is what you said, right? And that is a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on this school's regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception for that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would mean that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's very... I was trying to decide if that was a pun or not.
It is.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah, yes?
Why do you go quiet all of a sudden?
No.
Now
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to ya. Nothing, you hear me? Get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Get on.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Laughter. Increased laughter.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay.
Even more laughter than before.
Oh man. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Well, it's very quiet. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in... Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Hi, Kyoko. I'm in your debt. Thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. I'm in debt.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. Tell me more. So when was that?
So,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason.
so,
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem.
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Hold on. I gotta take a sip. I think I have some fuzz in my mouth. Yucky. My mouth is dry. I want another character.
Yeah.
Please, I'm begging you. Okay. For the next one, you have to tell me who are going to be the most, not the most prominent, but like, you can't let me read both characters.
Well,
It just worked that way. Anyway, to prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept? You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? What? Why? Being sad is better than being happy. But that's ridiculous.
that's crazy.
Nobody would ever watch a play where everybody dies. You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is it really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those of us who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Juno broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, that made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yeah, thanks to you. And due to that failure, and due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
They've got to let us power up.
They gotta be like
that we
it's-
fight at our full strength.
Yeah, nobody's gonna like this if we just kill them off when they're easy mode. It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they've violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
However,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh, and I took a small sigh of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Where everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. Oh, you're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win!
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. Thank goodness! But now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
What do you mean? Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Okay. Please. Please, we must go talk to a
We
to a
gotta
lad.
get new characters.
We have to go talk to somebody who is not Goro or Makoto. Hello? Where are my friends?
Check the dining hall.
Okay.
Maybe not. We'll check there anyway.
Okay. Hello? Gosh, reading that much just wore me out. Bum, bum, bum. Nobody's here. Somebody is here. And suddenly, we were greeted with... Oh!
Oh!
Say it, James.
No, I'm not.
You again!
Ah. Uh-huh.
Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. For some...
Bye!
Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but sigh of relief. Ah! My friends!
Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All of my friends who had struggled together and survived. And Toko was also there. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Aww.
What?
Wait. What's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
Thank goodness we have these two. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Y'all suck. I feel like I need to talk to Kyoko first to progress. So I'm going to.
Okay.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what?
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. Tell us the thing. So I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course, it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
I really actually did spot the trap.
I just kind of, I spotted it.
Yeah.
No, I did.
First try, I knew exactly.
I definitely did that.
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here! For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later.
So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the Mastermind.
But there's more to it than that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Everyone?
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever. Whatever. It's fine. I'm Angie.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
Fascinating.
This sounds like fun.
But figuring out who the Mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all of the school's mysteries?
It's a pretty tall friggin' order.
Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all of those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Uh-oh, she's suspicious. Can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint?
It's very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puts anywhere here's a hint. I'm sure I told you all this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hook's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Whoa.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he?
I wonder how that's gonna sound. The thing. Me making ghost noises while I'm taking a sip.
Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh? But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Then the mastermind is... one of us? There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And in Mukuro, add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious! Well, wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility.
And that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and action beforehand.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation.
Well, maybe, but still. Come on. Ding dong bing bong, time for bed.
No! Wait, is it? No, we don't go to sleep here, no.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Dang, is there a way to not get true ending?
I think you got it during the last one.
Oh, okay.
It was the not true ending.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Have fun.
Alright.
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation.
But
I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
forget all of my character development. I don't need friends.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your own responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then,
Bye. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Oh, wait for me. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
did you blame him?
Without Byakuya, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless.
You're just a cup.
So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall.
Now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right.
Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Sure.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Here I go.
Laughing out loudly, Hira left the dining hall, and now it's only Aaron's characters. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless! If you had been there, I would have died! But Makoto! Ah, that's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. I hope every single one of them finds something different that is useful.
Yeah.
Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two,
Indeed.
alone, in the dining hall. Well, I'm gonna go off by myself. I feel like I'm supposed to talk to you.
Probably.
So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. I gotta go ask other people what they found. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we don't work together in the end. I should just see us splitting up as to cover more ground. And then we can get back together to share what we found. Freaking rhyme, bro!
so then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I want to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. Goodbye. With that, Kyoko disappeared into the ether, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. Still can't believe the mastermind might be the one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery. And then we can all escape together.
Investigation!
Rock music. I guess I'll start.
Turn down the heat real quick.
Yeah. Oh, is the heater on?
I don't know. It feels like it is.
Okay.
I don't know if it's shooting higher, but I read like 79.
Yuck.
It's like, it feels.
Also, I'm getting some of this music. I'm just gonna sit on this for a second so that we can have some of this as like
Yeah.
intro, outro music. Because at some point I need to do like a. Y'all, I got too many things to do. Okay. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Okay, once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll double check the areas that are connected with the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Let's do this. Places to check.
Look at Makoto's beautiful handwriting.
Look at his sweet handwriting. It seems related to Maruko, garden and dojo. Rooms with locked doors. Okay. I'm glad that it gave me a list of places rather than me just like running around pointlessly. Those are the second floor dorms. Oh boy. The gate's open! We can finally check out the second floor of the dorm. Which means I have to do it.
Here
I have to go upstairs! Yikes. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Yucky!
Here we are.
Oh, there's one room that's open. Yikes!
Can you look in there? At that door?
Yeah, I was going there. That's the one I was going to, but I wasn't sure if you meant a different one. Hello? Oh, these are just like... Oh, that's just the door. Hello? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. And it's got money.
Money.
It's got coins.
You're never gonna spend this money.
And it's got blood on it. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. It's crazy.
Thanks.
I don't want to be in here anymore. This is yucky. The girls' room. I can't bring myself to go in. Come on, dude. It's just a bathroom. It's just toilets. I'm surprised
that's surprisingly clean. There's nothing you can even look at in here.
Why is it so nice? Also, why are there lamps over the urinals?
Oh, that's
A giraffe!
a funny giraffe.
I like that drawing. That's nice. Ooh, okay. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for Hope's Peak student who came before us. Class before us must have used these lockers. Thanks for... Wow.
Don't worry, most of those are duplicates.
Okay.
There are a few that you can open.
I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does this mean... Well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran across the card reader. And then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Is that basically the only...
You should check the other lockers. Any locker that doesn't look like that. Yeah.
Okay. Very similar. Let's see this one.
No,
Nope.
Not that one.
Which one of those did I look at already?
I don't know.
Okay. The handbook and give it a try and then... Nope.
Try the one on the far right and then the far left.
Yeah, okay. But I'm waiting if I can open it. Card reader, it seems like an e-handbook could go and read it to quick scan.
No.
But I wondered if the thing would work.
This might all get cut out.
I found the money in the locker. It's gotta be this one. Card reader.
Come on. No. Okay, press B and see. Yeah, if it lets you, then it
Okay.
doesn't do that important. Got all the information.
Blood!
Wow!
Wow! What fantastic blood.
What's this room?
Let's see. I'm very short, I think. This is like a nice place. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Hello, I'm here. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret? Do you mean that
Look, there's
door?
alcohol.
You didn't... Aw, you gotta drink some of this alcohol. Aw, I wanted to... Kyoko looks meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her.
Look around.
A chair! I can't imagine a student sitting in a chair like this.
Who could sit in chairs?
What student would sit in a chair like this? There's a PC! Oh,
It would
Now you
seem...
whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. They didn't blast their cache. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair.
However,
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. The group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is to it. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure.
Ooh, dang.
Dang. Any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate what info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. That's cute.
Oh.
Added to the truth bullets. Nope. There's still something there to look at? No?
You can do it.
Button. Chair. PC.
Oh no.
How, in a,
There's another one there, and I can't... Desk is home to a computer.
Oh.
And I found the coin.
Wow.
That was not important. Let's go in secret tunnel! There's a strange gap in the wall. Some kind of design mistake or construction defect.
Yep.
so,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
indeed,
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to. Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. What if it's your name? All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not really enough
it's
to go
true.
on. I looked through all of his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I have any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew,
When I think of how much time I wasted on this, jeez. So there's a hidden room? That's what she meant. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in here, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoka can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. What do you want to bet it's just her name? There might be a chance. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of. Or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name,
Oh?
milady?
what?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Perhaps the name of a fair maiden? I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. The way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it? Just be sure.
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want.
I don't care.
I don't
I
care.
don't even care.
Whatever. Shut
No,
up.
it's not. I don't
It's
even.
not even important. You know what? It probably doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Do it.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Kyoko. Let me just type the password. Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands are tense. Bing bong. Bleep. Kern.
Yeah.
The door opened! That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
No.
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? Now she angry because her dad cares about her.
Look.
It's a birthday present and a picture of her! Oh no! Oh no, I'm sad. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Open your present. Oh
I gotta check out.
no! I gotta check out
Two
this
things in order.
suspicious present. There's sprightly colored box here. Seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Kyoko, congratulations! You're a big girl now. You solved your very first mystery. I'm kind of getting a bad vibe. Done past the vibe check. Throw it in the garbage. Can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. A dead body. What do you... So you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Ah, that's great. Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Hee-ya! Step by heavy step, I approach the box. You weren't already by the box?
No.
Took a deep breath, pulled the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Oh, light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and...
Told you not to scream, Makoto.
Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry.
It's Bones!
Hello? It's
me, I'm Bones!
Hello, Bones.
I'm dry, Bones! These bones is dry!
It was Bones. It's Bones. That's the name of this episode.
It was Bones.
It was Bones. Can we pause on it was Bones so I can go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom thinking about how it was Bones.
It was Bones, Makoto!
Thanks, Papyrus.
Hello, it's me, the Bones. I've been sitting in this box for so long. Haven't seen the light. The first thing I've seen is your face, Makoto. Please, pick me out of the box. Free me from my cubicle prison, Makoto. I'm Bones.